So we're here at Miami South Beach during Miami Art Week. There's so much happening, such a magnifying electric buzz in the air. Art, like there's about 18 to 20 different art fairs here, and art is really the magic word. Another magic word is Michael Ray, star photographer. There's so much magic in that name. There's so much history. There's so much glamour.
You're totally right.
Yeah, it is.
Very glamorous.
You've made so much magic in your span of career, and you keep on reproducing magic. I mean, first you were creative doing makeup, then you went into photography, and now, I mean, like not just any photography, but like iconic, legendary stuff. And now you're just producing one after the other books. I mean, you know, becoming an author. So you're a creative that just keeps on being creative, and I guess that's your inspiration. That's your lifeline, somewhat. Is it? It's good to have you here. I'm excited to have you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that introduction. You know, it's interesting. It's always interesting to to hear how people see me and how I see myself. Because I think, you know, I'm a hippie.
I'm a happy hippie.
I'm
myself.
a hippie. I'm biking, and I'm. In a state of my life where I'm looking for the next artistic adventure.
That fulfills
Absolutely,
your
because you're right.
soul.
I'm in the business for over 40 years. I used to model, then I went to do hair and makeup.
Even modeling, I completely blanked that part out.
That was in the 80s.
Well, I was in the 90s.
You weren't even born. Nobody was
I was born in 76, so I was born. I was already posing.
Anyway, but I modeled in Europe and with model team in Hamburg, and then went to Paris and Milan and Zurich and Austria and whatever. So but I think the main work I did was basically in the 90s hair and makeup, and I switched around 96, 97 into photography. That took 2-3 years, and then, you know, I was shooting for a quarter of a century until now, and now, actually, which is very interesting that we meet at this point in my career, I am for the first time really finalizing an art project that I've been working on for 4 years that I would like to, you know, put in a gallery and print.
Yes.
I used to have a big exhibition in Germany and in Europe in the early millennium. We talked to a couple of printers, and, you know, the company's name came up at that time, but I did it with the German government. It was called Traffic. It was an exhibition against drug use, and
cool. So you did actually. Hahnemühle was in the conversation.
Yeah,
but it somehow didn't happen.
It didn't happen because in the end we printed on gebürstetem Metall, brushed metal. Brushed metal.
I think
at the time,
but
that was in 2004. I don't know. Maybe they did it. I don't know. It all went through. Munich, and Felicitas von Lumthal, who used to be the ex-art director of German Vogue, and she produced actually she was kind of a producer of that exhibition in Berlin, which was sponsored by the government, by the Ministry of Housing and Traffic in Germany, and went through 25 cities and whatever in Germany.
Wow.
And I brought it to New York through Johnson & Johnson, the company that I'm familiar with. I'm friends with them. So that was in 2004, and it went up to 2009 actually. So that's when the name came up actually.
You know, sometimes divine timing takes time.
Yeah.
When something's not meant to be, for whatever reason, not meant to be. Now Hahnemühle is kind of back up in the space, in the air. Miami Art Week, also My Art Registry, which they're launching, which is archiving, certifying, and being presented globally, which is kind of like a great platform.
Yeah.
But, I mean, fine art paper, they're world leading. They have formats that could be up to 2 meters, and I don't know the exact measurements, but, you know, you want large format, you want the best paper, that is Hahnemühle, and renowned, over 440 years old.
Yeah.
So that would be magic.
Yeah, no, I just finished actually a project I've been working on for a couple of years. So it is an art project, and it's called Identity, and it is actually I shot it over 4 years in Europe and here in America, and I used one model, a non-specific model, wearing 90 dresses of a certain collection from the 70s, creating 90 different identities. So it's kind of like It's about identity. It's about identification. It's about individuality. I'm writing all the texts, all the words for this exhibition because I'm a writer. I published 8 books so far. So
let's get to that as well.
So I put everything together, and for that, and hopefully, next year I'm going to show a couple of these pieces here at Art Basel, and it has to be really big because it's the picture that tells the story. Like every I don't want to get into details, but every picture has a female name to it, like Anthea or Audrey or Betty or Anna, and it is connected to a certain person from history. But the whole picture tells a story, and as in traffic, I want to inspire people to have their own vision and their own connection to that identity that today is so hard to achieve, because identity, what does it mean today? It's like a picture on Instagram, it's like fake eyelashes, and everybody wears the same thing and has a C or an LF on it or whatever. So this is a very different idea.
It's great.
Very proud of it.
Yeah.
And I would like to have huge pictures printed and put them on here at Art Basel.
Yeah, because it's like somehow, like, I think addressing the identity issue, because it's like, it seems like we as humans, there's a crisis about what are we?
Well, it's inspired by social media.
Who should I be?
Absolutely.
What about who I feel to be? Like coming back into the body, into self-love, and going from there. But that's a great topic, to be honest. It could be more potent.
It is. It is. It's a great project. I'm very proud of it.
So let's see. And I wonder if it's like a lot of the photographers, like Martin Scholler or like Ralph Schulteis, who I worked with in the 90s as well, they all like to print on rag variety. I wonder, once you have all the feel and touch and see, I wonder which paper is going to be the one or your favorite to print on. We'll see about that one. So we'll do another video once the time is ripe and you're going to be there. I'm going to be so excited. I need to be back here next year then.
Yes, and then we present the whole thing,
Yeah.
But it's I mean, for me I've been in this business for over 42 years now, and what I realized, and I think that's a very important message for a lot of people, hopefully, or what I can give. I mean, I wrote books about self-help and about other stuff, but with this project, and this is why it's so important, is something that I feel comes out of myself, is a product of who I am as an artist. Has nothing to do with achieving commercial success or making money. Because everything I did, traffic, for example, in 2004, I worked on for a couple of years. I never made a cent of this exhibition.
Charitable.
Not 1 cent. It was all charity. I gave all the money away. I never wanted to make money with this because I felt it was something that I needed to give.
Yeah.
And identity has nothing to do with, it's not a charity, or it's not a, but it has to do with self-reflection, and has to do with maybe giving as well knowledge, intellectual self-knowledge, owning, distinguishing between individuality and, because individuality means as well the specific traits of somebody, but as well being connected and identifying with something that already exists.
Yeah.
So it's a contradiction in itself.
But
anyway, yes, it's a duality.
That's what human beings are all about. It's about duality. It's contrast. It's not, like knowing when you're putting a role on and still being.
But you are very smart, enlightened human being.
I do.
No, you are.
Because I go through pain, and I think every painful, experience is therefore a reason to teach. I can come out of it as a victim, or I can say, wow, I understood the message.
Yes.
I accept the message. I see where I need to go with this, and you transform pain into really love.
Totally
self-love.
agree.
It's the universe nudging you towards your soul.
Whoever does it, but
you know what I mean?
No, I agree. No, that's what my book, The 9 Commandments, is about in the end, for example.
And I mean, the whole identity crisis, I think that's it's very important. It might not be a charitable problem, but you're all doing us a favor, inspiring us to look at ourselves and to feel and to get the message. So it's meaningful to me.
Yeah,
I see
it is.
I
think so. Yeah, I'm very proud of it. In a way, not like I'm proud, but I'm
your heart.
I know that there is a message there, and there's some, and of course it's photography, and it needs to be, you know, I don't want to have it as a slideshow, which is practiced these days because printing is an expensive process.
Yeah.
But I think to have like a huge print and have the time to stand in front of it and to discover everything that's on it. That's what it's all about. So what does it do to you? What does art do to you?
Yeah.
You know, and therefore you need, I went to a couple of art shows lately, and, you know, now we have Art Basel, and I don't like slideshows, you know, where they show you the art or the photography, like, you know, thrown on the wall, basically. No, it has to hang on a wall.
Yeah.
And you have to take your time to look at it.
Ooze, be, breathe, let it do something with you. I know, it's
Exactly.
being in the moment. That's one thing as well. People are not in the moment anymore. They're
They're in this moment.
Yeah, it's all outside their bodies, and then wondering why their bodies are triggering or mirroring something like, hello, you're not attached to your soul.
We should write a book together.
Yeah, and maybe also one day, maybe I'll be lucky to shoot with him. Who knows? We'll see. I'm holding my thumbs and whatever I need to do, and knocking on some wood. Woo! I'm sure that your moon sign is a water sign, because you're very fluid. It's an emotional intelligence, it's an empathy that I feel, it's heart, and it's depth, and it's an artist, it's truth. So it's beautiful talking with you. Thank you for being
Well, the
so
thing
open.
is, you know, it's so funny, you know, the word artist, you know, in Germany is verpönt, you know, it's like, well, if you say, ich bin ein Künstler, you know, other people can say it about you. He's a Künstler, right? He's an artist, or she's an artist. But what I think, what is so interesting about America, and this is why I live here for so long, and this is what I embraced about the American culture, which I think is still very communicative and appreciative too. People in Europe always say, oh, they're superficial.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they are superficial, but at least they say, hi, how are you? Love your eye color. You know, you have beautiful skin, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So there is
energy flow
and connection, right?
I know what you mean. Like in Germany, in comparison to Germany, there's a shield and there's hardness. And in Germany, what I hear, it's like, it's my country, like cartography-wise. Usually in Germany, I have to kind of restrict my energy and make myself, because I'm too much. We're too much, and people like.
And that's why I say, for example,
you
can call yourself. I call myself an artist here because I know I am. You know, honey, I've been through like a long time, and I know exactly what I have to give and what I can give.
Yeah.
So, but in Germany, if I say, yeah, ich bin Künstler, people look at me like, oh, he's like, you know, he's like das eingebildet, or no, trust me.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You know?
The thing is, though, it's all like, I spoke to Sarah about it. It's like, people see when there's something that's creative and a big energy and it's colorful, and they appreciate it. You know, and that's the beauty of it. It's not like, oh, I'm jealous of that because I don't have that and I don't know how you do it. That's the German attitude about it. You know, so we're happy to be here. We're so happy to have you in front of the lens and talking about art, and hopefully we'll be seeing your new project on big formats at the Art Basel next year on Hahnemühle paper. I don't know that.
You know, I think you always have to visualize your things, or you know when you're onto something. You know when there is something. As an artist, you need, for example, if you print something, you need the paper. But it is only worth if it's an organic work. And what I admire in people, in artists, is that when the work is organic, when it comes out of yourself, and it has nothing to do with trends and capitalism and making money, but out of the need to express something, you know. That's the most important thing.
Spoken like a true artist. Spoken like a true artist. Coming out of passion, heart, and out of your bones, basically. And in divine timing, because when you force it, and sometimes it's like it drops on your lap when it's ready, when it's right. It'll happen naturally, and that's the beauty of it, you know. Let's talk about author's life. I mean, I just wrote my first book, and it's like, oh my God, the process of it is like, oh, it's awesome, it's great, it sucks. Then you have the part of letting go. Oh no, give it back. It's like, now the thing is out. You've written how many books?
Well, I wrote 5. I've been co-written 1, and then I have 3 photo books out. So that makes 9 or something?
9.
But I wrote 5 books, and the first one took me 4 years and then 10 years to be published because nobody wanted to publish it. It's about basically my life, the story in a novel form, but I'm a survivor of sexual abuse in my childhood, and I wrote a book about that called Catharsis, and became a novel, and I presented it, I think it was almost 6 years ago now, on a German talk show, and suddenly I became the poster child for against sexual abuse, which was fine. So I've been working in that field for 5 years.
Very therapeutic and hard, but going through the depth. I mean, like writing it is therapy. I know that.
Yes.
But then also talking about it yet again is another bit of therapy. You know, like that's like, wow, and thank you. I mean, you know, you speak for.
Yeah, I think you know, it was definitely therapeutic, you know, but it was as well very good for. That makes me very, not happy, but. It made everything worthwhile, or the decades of pain and work that you go through when you're traumatized as a child so early. That I think I helped a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know? I still get emails to this day from people who are like, I wrote another book a couple of years later, The 9 Commandments, where I actually. It's kind of a self-help book because I got so many emails, like people ask so many questions about the process of becoming a survivor. So I did that, and it's there's so many podcasts and whatever. But every time I get an email, I answer it, you know, from people, because I left my email public because I said, you know, if you have a problem, if I can do a little bit to help, I will do that. And it is.
It's very
gratifying. It's not the right word.
I guess it's just no. I went through, you know, talking about cancer, and I didn't realize that I wasn't supposed to talk about it. I'm like, it doesn't make me. I don't have less value because I had cancer, but it's actually so like you didn't talk about it 10 years, 20, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And then also refusing chemo. It's like, you don't talk about that. And you don't talk about getting alternative help. I'm like, I didn't know I couldn't say all these things. So, but then after all of that, the process was so many thankful people. And I'm like, wow, that's so cool. At least I help people. And I learned about not being able to speak my mind in Germany. So in America, it's a bit broader and opener.
It is a little bit, you're right. But still, you know, I think there are a couple of taboos left in our society. Yeah. And it is definitely cancer is Alzheimer too, dementia and sexual abuse are very big topics that are connected with a taboo, because it has to do with with death of the soul, with death of the body, with everything that this society is still straining for, like youth and beauty and money and you know, you've been told power. If you have money and you have power and if you have this car and this dress and whatever, and if you're gorgeous and have flawless skin, and then you're good. Well, trust me, that's not it.
It doesn't make you happy, really.
Well, you know, to a certain point, to a certain extent,
not
in a certain moment in your life. Life is about change. It's about ultimately always changing.
Constant flux. I know.
And it's not easy, trust me, you know. I mean, I'm going to be 64 next year, and it is a very interesting process for me as a human being, as a man, you know. Well, life is always ever changing, ever demanding, ever challenging. And I could say, well, I live in Miami, you know. I worked 40 years, you know, I'm fine, I'm secure, you know, whatever. But, you know, I'm an artist, I want to express something, I want to find something that interests me. And it's not about making $5,000 a day or whatever, you know. This is not what I'm interested in, you know.
Spoken like a true artist here.
Well, again, you know, if you're 30, maybe but this is where I am in my life, you know. And again, you know, nobody prepares you for that too, you know, when you get older. That's another thing, you know.
Well, let's have an interview when you're 95 and see how you look back at your young self then.
Well,
excuse you.
I won't be here.
You reckon? Well, what if you were? What if you're going to be?
At 95?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to be there.
But what if you are going to be? Huh? Then you're going to look back at your badass self, looking all
like,
hot.
Oh my God, I was so hot at 64.
Yeah, you are too. Look at you. I mean, come on. Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah. Whatever. It's not about being hot anymore.
But the thing is, you know, what I love about you already is you speak the truth. But
yes,
let's come back to the artistry, to Miami Art Week.
Yeah.
You're an artist through and through, in your bones, in your blood. That's it.
Yeah.
You speak the truth. Your work consists of really putting the truth, polarizing subjects out there, and which is like therapy. I think art always is therapeutic for yourself, but also for the observer. And that is, again, holistically beautiful. You know, that is just gorgeous. So I thank you for that.
Well, do you know the definition that I heard a long time ago? What is art, or what is an artist? If you take something out of a context that you know, right? So you know this context. This is actually hummus that we already ate, but you take this out of a context, right, and put it right there. Or you take like a cup and you put fur on it, which is a very famous piece of work of art. So you take something out of context that you know, and you put it into a new context, and that inspires the viewer to rethink or think and rethink. So that is art. You put it out of a context.
Yeah.
You
Get
know?
people thinking again.
Well,
Feeling
or
again.
inspire. Well, you inspire people to that moment. I'm like, you know, and I think that's so important. And that's, I mean, Art Basel is very commercial right now. I remember the beginnings of Art Basel, like, I don't know, late 90s or whatever, you know, there were a couple of like little, it was all on the beach, like everything was on the beach at that time. It's all gone now, but you know, the model agencies were here, and it was, it was a different time. Gianni Versace had his mansion over there.
I was here when you got shot.
Great parties, by the way. It was a fun time. I loved it. The Delano opened. Madonna came to one of the parties, you know, and whatever. So yeah, I had a good time here. Just saying, it was fun.
The dinners at Versace.
You know, so it was all good. But again, you know, it's a commercial art fair, and it's fun, and you can even go to the beach, which is right there. It's like a block away, and you see the big tents, and you can go to, is it art or alternative art or whatever, you know.
So you're going to have your exhibition next year, Art Basel, printed on Hahnemühle. I wonder if it's going to be Ragbarita. I'm very much looking forward to that.
Well, we have to find a good gallery for it.
And a good gallery. So maybe, you know, Leica, yesterday we had an interview with Leica, and the slogan was like, Leica captures it, Hahnemühle makes art out of it. Once you print it, it's there. Then the galleries bring it out to the people, and my art registry keeps the authenticity and makes it counterfeit, so you can't copy it, and brings it out even more globally. So that was like, wow, what a beautiful chain and process. Let's see where and how and if you want to be in that process. If it's meant to be, the universe is ready. Let's go manifest. I think that's
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Thank you so much for being here with us during Miami. I mean, you're here. Thanks for receiving us. It's basically
at my little, it's like, as I said, it's like 50 feet away. I live right there. You know, but yeah, it is nice. It's a good spot to be. You know, Miami is still a good. I'm still in love with Miami.
I think I'm falling in love again. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Mwah.
Okay.